So I'm almost like envisioning a list.
This is correct. I call it an avatar, and I wish I would have pulled out before we started what it looks like, and I'm going to try to be slick here and find one. It is a creation that I do in coaching where we hone in on what do you want as far as, see, we all think physically, oh, I want someone who's 6 foot tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. They need to have this job. They need to have a 401k, and they need to drive this color car. That's not it. The avatar you're looking for is, what is the best soul match to me? What are the things that really matter to me? If you think about it, when you go through life and you look for friends, there are qualities in friendships that you're like, I must have this. This is a non-negotiable. I need a friend I can trust, that doesn't gossip, that's authentic, that doesn't compete with me, that supports me, encourages me. But when we go out into the dating world, we settle for like whatever comes along. And so I'm going to show you really quick. I'm so sorry. Let me grab really quick what an avatar looks like. I don't know where I did with it here. I know I have it. I should have been more. Oh, here, perfect.
I like that word avatar. That's fun.
So this is what it looks like. Let's see if I can get it.
Look at that handsome man right there.
Right. and for my LGBTQ people, we change the little guy or the little gal to whatever gender you prefer.
I love it.
So what I do is I ask my clients, what qualities, soul-wise, what qualities are going to match with you? There's the quality part. Look how interesting this one is. And she knows that I use this as an example often, so it's not.
So are the ones closer to the person the most important?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're and I call these non-negotiables. Like some of these, like, okay, I can negotiate. Okay. If someone, and really, I don't want any negotiables on here. I want non-negotiables. So like tall and fit over here. So we got tall and fit. Okay, that's their preference. But again, we were just talking beforehand. My husband is definitely not physically at all what I thought I wanted. And in fact, I insulted him about his physical stuff at our first date because I'm trying to self-sabotage myself. So I always tell people, don't get too hung up on the physical, because what you want and what you need are two different things.
Yeah.
And Sabrina said that about Jane as well, that it's completely, she says to me before the show, he's completely opposite of what I ever thought I wanted. Yeah, you're right. But he's what you needed. Yeah. So creating that avatar, I always want us to really deep dive. You have to deep dive into yourself before you can go out and seek something, right? Yeah. How do I know what I want? So this is a really good example. And I thought of this before the show, and I'm like, this is clever. So think about this. You are in the market to buy a house, okay? You call up a realtor and you tell the realtor, hey, I'm looking for a house. And I don't give you any specifics. I don't care what city. I don't care if it's a 2-story. I don't care about the square footage. I don't care about any of that. So the realtor gives you 5 houses. And you go out looking at these houses and you're like, well, I don't like that. And I'm not crazy about that. And she's saying basically, and the realtor is your dating app. The realtor is saying, but you didn't give me any specifics. You just said, throw me a man, right? Throw me a house. So scenario 1, you didn't ask for anything specific. Scenario 2, you say, oh, okay, let me regroup. Okay, I need a 2-story house. And I don't know. Well, let's just see how it works out. I want a 2-story house in this state. Okay, you're a little more specific, but not that specific. So she's like, okay, here's a couple of houses. You go look at the house. Think of your dates as an open house. You go out, you look at these houses, and you're like, oh, well, I'm going to have to rip up the carpet. I'm going to have to remodel this. This is a fixer-upper. This isn't the mortgage payment I wanted.
Fixer-uppers.
See where I'm going with this? you're getting what you ask for. So that's scenario 2. And then, if you settle, if you're like, yeah, I guess that's okay. You're saying, I want to buy a house. I don't really care what mortgage payment it is. Just throw me a mortgage payment. And then all of a sudden they're like, it's this mortgage payment. And you're like, oh, wait, I didn't sign up for that. Well, you didn't ask for anything different. So you're getting what you took. You're settling for what we're giving you.
Wow.
Best case scenario, number 3, you tell the realtor, I want this city. I want something that's completely fixed up, ready to move in. And I want it this square feet. This is the specific payment I want for my mortgage. And the realtor gives you 2 or 3 options, and you're out there going, hey, I really like this. This fits really well for me. Ooh, I walk into a house, and I think houses are like picking mates anyway. You just feel it. I walked into my house 16, 17 years ago and went, oh, this is where I have to be. So I think going with that gut instinct of just, I feel really good in this house. Yeah. Same thing when you go on those dates. So be specific. I don't know why people are so, as humans, we are so diligent about our money, but we're not diligent about our hearts. Yeah. We're like, we kind of settle like for whatever comes along. Okay, you wouldn't go to a car dealership and say, because you go back and forth the negotiation, and you wouldn't be like, whatever payment works, we'll see what happens later on. No, like walk in there saying, this is specifically the payment that I want.
Yeah, 100%.